Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney, and today I want to talk to you about what your biggest problem I think is as a law firm owner. I can't even remember. I literally just wrote the title of this video. I can't remember what it is. It doesn't matter. I want to warn you in advance. This is going to be dropping some fire, okay? A little bit. I have real talk today, a little bit, because I need it, you need it, we all need it. This is the biggest hurdle, I think, to law firm success. I don't know what I called it, but in any event, this is the stuff that I really like to talk about, stuff that I spend a lot of time thinking about. It's the stuff I just spent about 45 minutes listening to someone talk about, and this is where the rubber meets the road. You can have the best marketing, the best sales, the best processes. You can have all this stuff in place, but if you don't have this one thing, then you're gonna really struggle over time. Before we get there, as always, if you want to go faster, if you want help, if you got a plateau, if you can't figure out what's going on, go to circleofsmall.com and come and join us. Okay, come and join my inner circle. It's great. Okay, don't knock it unless you at least go look at what it is. Circleofsmall.com. So this is what I want to talk about today. And it actually came up in two contexts, and I didn't even think about the first one until right before I was about to hit the record button. But I was listening to a Gary Vaynerchuk podcast today, and this podcast that he does this sort of like it's not a mastermind group, it's sort of like a workshop day. And it's very much, I think, maybe kind of like the things that I do with the inner circle. But there's a part of it where it's just like Q&A. People get to talk, like basically rapid fire questions at him, and he just answers them. And one of the questions surrounded, it was like insurance. No, it was HR type of a thing. How to create a workbook and processes for hiring and things like that, so that when people come in, they don't lose productivity. They know what they're doing. They're not just like thrown into the fire to just do whatever they have to do. And this person knows markets to small and medium-sized businesses. And he was asking Gary about how he should market that business, how he can get in front of owners, how he can get them to sign up. And Gary made some pretty interesting observations that I think are 100% true. First of all, he said, look, I've worked in a small business for my whole, for our medium-sized business for like the first half of my life at his liquor store. So if you don't know anything about Gary Vaynerchuk, his dad owns a liquor store in New Jersey. He's now like a social media agency owner, amongst other things. But that's what he did for a long time. And he said, you're basically talking to my dad. And the way that you're going to sell these products to them is not by sort of talking about employee satisfaction or retention. You're not going to do it by talking about sort of efficiencies and smooth processes. You're not even going to get there by, hitting the heartstrings. All people care about at that level is sort of like avoiding pain, which means he said basically, if you can show how this thing is going to make him a little bit of extra money, then it's going to be worth it. And if you can show that offset where they pay $200 a month and they make $400 a month, then and the managers have more time, then that's how you're going to do it. Because at that level, people aren't interested in growth. They're not interested in investing in their business. It's all short-term solutions. It's all short-term thinking. It's where's my next client? Where's my next this? Where's my next that? There's no long-term strategy involved. There's no long-term vision involved. There's no reliance on doing the things now that are slightly painful to get big gains later. Okay? And he's right. He's 100% right. I talk to you guys a lot. And if you're listening to this, maybe I don't talk to you ever, but I guarantee you are in that boat. Okay? You are in that boat. You are thinking short term. You are afraid to invest $1 to make 10 in a year. All right? You're afraid to do anything that's not going to have an immediate impact. And if you think it's going to have an immediate impact and it doesn't, you quit. You jump ship, you get off. Okay? This is the biggest thing that's holding you back. I've been making these videos, for example, with my law firm for a long time, and I'm going to be making them forever. Sometimes it's great, and there's a lot of business. When I started, I made 65, 75 of these things in a row every day before I got a client from these videos. Most of you, all of you probably wouldn't have done that. Most of you, some of you would. Some of you I know would, because I've seen it. But that's the kind of investment that you need to be able to make in your business. That's the kind of commitment that you need to have to your business that you don't have. And I see it all the time. And the reason I'm telling you this, the reason I'm talking about this, is not to sort of bust your chops. I'm trying to get you to see this bigger picture. I'm trying to get you to take those blinders off. I'm trying to get you to grow as a person and as a business owner so that you can get all the things that you want to get, because they're out there. But you have to go and reach for them. You have to be able to do things that you haven't done before and take risks, however big or small those may be, and actually go do something. You have to be able to invest in yourself. Okay, you have to be able to invest in your business, and a lot of you just aren't doing that right now, and that's why and then you're wondering, well, why am I plateauing? How come my income is like on a roller coaster? How come I'm working 60 hours a week and I don't feel like I'm getting anything done, right? It's these reasons. You're not willing to invest a little time up front to get those returns on the back end. So that was the first thing, Gary Vee thing. That wasn't even what got me fired up to talk about this stuff. That was just that was like a little side bit of information that sort of slapped me in the face right before I turned this on. The thing that got me though big time was this. So I just joined a group. It's called the Lion's Den. Okay, run by this dude named Sean Whalen. He's a cool dude. I don't know him personally, but I like him. That's why I joined the group, to check it out. And one of the things that he does a weekly sort of Facebook Live in his group, just like I do in mine. And I literally just joined, I think yesterday, and their first meeting was today. Our meetings are on Thursdays. But he was in there talking, and he was talking about the concept of being the person that you want to be treated like. And I think as law firm owners, as business owners, we fail to do this all the time. But case in point, you want to get paid on time, but you don't pay your own bills on time, right? You want people to treat you with respect, but you don't treat anyone with respect. You don't treat your employees with respect. You don't treat your potential clients with respect. You're late to meetings all the time. You make promises that you don't keep, and then you wonder why people don't keep your own promises. You want to charge a high fee, right? You want to charge a good, decent fee for your services, but you're not willing to pay somebody else for the same thing. You want to try to sell a high-end service, but you're not willing to consume a high-end service. You know, you're looking always to be on the cheap. You want people to make an investment in you, but you're not willing to make an investment in yourself. You know, like for example, the inner circle. It's a great example. The inner circle is my group. It costs $147 a month to come in. I guarantee you, if you do anything I tell you in there, you will get at least one new client per month. Okay? So the question that you have to ask yourself is, am I willing to invest $147 a month to make whatever one new client per month is? Like, let's call it $1,000. So right now you have to ask yourself, are you willing to invest $147 to make $1,000? All of you are saying yes, but you're not willing to pull the trigger. You're not investing in my group. You're not investing in any other groups. You're not investing time to learn. You're not investing time to invest in your business. You're not investing in advertising. You're not investing in marketing. You're not investing in anything. And so you wonder why people aren't coming and investing in you. It's because you don't have the guts and the courage to invest in yourself. And this is your biggest drawback as a law firm owner. And I've learned this the hard way. I guess I was about to say I've learned it the easy way, but I've seen the effects, right? I've seen the effects of beginning to, consume higher end services, right? Join these groups that I get to be a part of. Not only do I learn a lot, but I get to see what I like and what I want to create in my own group, right? And that group that I was telling you about is not the only group that I'm a part of. I am in a group that I pay a lot of money to every month, a lot, significantly more than $147 a month. And the reason that I do that is because I know the people in that group are the kind of people that I want to hang out with. And you're probably thinking to yourself, if you're in this mindset, oh, well, why should you have to pay to hang out with people like that? The reason is everybody's time is valuable. Your time is valuable, and my time is valuable. Their time is valuable. So what I'm willing to say to them is, look, I am willing to invest in myself enough to show you that I'm working hard enough to want to be in this group just like you. I'm going to put this money in here, and I'm going to do these things, and I'm going to be a part of these experiences because I know that everybody else in this group is making the same commitment to themselves. And when you get around a group of people like that, crazy, amazing things happen. Just like in the inner circle, by the way. The people that come into that group and participate and do the work, they get good results. Pretty much across the board. You know, like I said, I can guarantee you, if you come in here and do what I say, you get you'll get at least one new client a month. And by the way, I don't even care if you come and join my group. It's just an example of what you're not willing to do. For most of you, you're going to say $147 is too much to invest in this thing. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. You're going to make up a bunch of excuses. And then in a year, you're going to wonder why your firm is not growing the way that you want, why you aren't growing the way that you want. If you are relatively new with your firm, hell, if you're relatively old with your firm, and you're not growing every year, if you're not changing, if you're not thinking about new things and new ways and having new experiences, then you're not doing it right. There's no better place to grow. There's no easier place to grow than when you own your own business, because you got a lot of stuff to think about, right? You got a lot of pressure sometimes, most of the time, maybe. And there's a lot of opportunities to get out of your comfort zone and try new things. And the only way that you're going to grow your business and yourself is to get out of your comfort zone and try new things. So I was kind of excited, like I said, to get on here and talk about this. I'm kind of fired up. I got fired up by watching that video. I got fired up because I've been in that place, and I had to make those things. You know, I had to make those choices, and I had to do those things that were uncomfortable, or those things that I was scared of. And what you realize is, once you do the thing and you get in there and you experience the new thing, then you begin to see why you weren't ready to get those things back. For example, you want people to come and hire you to do legal services, but you won't hire an expert to help you when you have a problem. Like, you probably change most people probably don't change their own oil. Some of you probably do. I guarantee you, all of you work on your own IT stuff. How many of you mow your grass? How many of you clean your house? How many of you, when you have things break around the house, how many of you try to fix them on your own? A lot. And then you wonder why people don't come to you as a service professional for help. It's because you're not willing to invest. And so when you're talking to those people, there's this sort of unconscious energy that's thrown around that says, I'm not willing to invest in services like this, so you shouldn't either. Oh, does that make sense? I hope it does. So try, and I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, that's fine. I don't care. Try it, and then tell me you don't notice a difference in your brain, the way that you approach everything. That's just the way it is. All right. So that's it. That's all I got. Take a look at yourself. Right. The biggest thing holding you back is you. Don't go around. Look, the way that you're going to get what you want is to give what you want to someone else. That's the only way that it happens. If you want friendship, give friendship. If you want love, give love. If you want money, give money. Right? I know we're going a little bit deeper here, but that's just all the truth. If you want good employees, be good to them. If you want trust, you got to trust back. It's just the way it is. All right? So that's it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, leave me a comment saying something nasty. We'll get in a talk. That's fine. If you know someone that needs to hear this, please share with them. And if you are a law firm owner and you haven't even checked out the Inner Circle, do it. Just go look at it. Maybe you don't like it. That's fine. I told you what the price was. So simple. circleofsmall.com. If you don't want to come in, that's fine. Plenty of other people already in there, killing it. And they'll be coming to your neighborhood pretty soon and taking over. So, I don't know if they are or not, but they might. I'm going to try to talk them into doing it. Okay, that's it. I'm Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney. Thanks so much. And I will be here again tomorrow probably ranting even more. See ya.